Yes. Mommy's keeping it cute. Another Sunday fun day. How you doing, Miss Chrissy Pope?
Good. How are you, Gucci Pope?
Good, thank you. And thank you, everybody, for joining today. I know it's Valentine's Day. I said, you know what? I still want to show our face today. Let's come in here early. And thank you to Norm Storm.
Norm always coming through.
For accommodating the girls.
All the time. All the time. What y'all want? 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, what?
Let's
time?
go.
I'm be there 2
Where y'all at? Let's go. Thank you for accommodating.
Absolutely. So, the one in charge, Norm keeps it rolling.
Keeps this thing moving. Appreciate you, Norm.
So how was your week? Wait, we weren't here. Let me say.
We weren't here.
So we got Super Bowl. Yeah. How was your week?
My week was a lot of preparing and planning. My head, just preparing, just trying to get my life in order.
Mm-hmm.
Like decluttering, organizing, going through my paperwork, going through my bedroom. You'll be surprised how much junk you just accumulate that's really not even usable no more. So just trying to get ready for my life, Chrissy Poe. Just getting ready.
Oh, I definitely know how it is with I got a walk-in closet in my room that I can't walk in. Because I have clothes, just everywhere. Clothes, shoes, boots, everywhere. So I said, I'm going to, take one day to just go through one side of my closet. Because I actually bought the clothes with me that from before when I moved.
Okay.
Still on the hangers hanging up that I don't wear. They're like my if I was going back to my job, sitting at someone's desk.
Gotcha.
I'm not wearing those, and church ain't open, so I'm definitely not wearing them
It's
there.
so funny.
I could just fold them up and put them somewhere. And the clothes that I am wearing, hang them up instead of just folding them back up, leave them on a basket or something like that. But
I
said I'm going to designate, one day for my bedroom closet.
Absolutely.
Laundry closet, stuff like that. But other than that, I had a good week.
But you know what helped me with that is I tell myself a little at a time. I break my cleaning down in little projects because it's unrealistic thinking I'm gonna get everything done in one day. It make my neck hurt, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Stress make my neck hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So I told myself what I did was I just did my dresser one day. I went through all my medication bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I had lashes behind my dresser. Mm-hmm. I had just all these things that I thought I might have lost them. I just don't have. Oh no, I found them. So I just do a little section at a time. Because that's just realistic for me.
Word.
So I won't be all stressed.
I don't really be thinking about it being realistic. I just think I could just go in and do it, and I end up making a mess. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this shit. Then I go somewhere else and make another mess.
Right,
You
exactly.
know? And so then when I get to it, it's just like, dang.
So,
but other than that, everything's well.
How's the lashes? Right. Have you been lashing the girls? How's that been going?
Yeah,
this
lash shout out to my lash babe. Lux Lashes by Chris.
All right.
Shout out to everybody who comes to see me for all their support, for their referrals, everything.
Yes.
My homegirls, they're just dope. You know what I'm saying? They'll come in. I had somebody come in who wanted, I think it was hybrid or something. And she was like, you know what? Just do something else. Just make it something. I said, okay. I don't know what I'm going to do, but,
freestyled it for
freestyle,
her.
something real cute. And they ended up being a wispy and some spikes and something. I have so many pictures that I need to be posting, but it's sometimes when you get caught up, you forget to post and, trying to just keep business moving
and that business too,
trying to work on this website. It's just so much that you have to do, but it has to get done. So that's when I put aside the whole closet, even though the closet is important, but this is really important. So once I get that booming, then I'm outside.
Good for you, sis. That's what's up, though. Congratulations and much prosperity.
Thank you.
With the lashes.
Yes, come get lashed, Bill.
Absolutely. And it's so funny because what, today I was actually gonna bring my adult enhancers today or whatever, because in case the good people don't know, I used to kind of sell sex products, blah, 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 blah.
And she gave me such an amazing one for my birthday.
Yes.
That is just like girls out this world.
He's so crazy. Out this world, out of here.
Out of here.
Cut it out.
Out of here.
Hold on, I'm gonna put the siren on.
Out of here.
So, yeah. So, you know, I used to sell the sex toys for pure romance, and shout out to them. You know, no love lost, but you know, it's so funny that when you got something in your heart or like a niche that you have, and it's so funny how the universe to kind of bring it back to you. Like, I'm trying to do all these other things, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that, and it's like, no, I need to continue to push my sexual enhancements, because you know, sex is one of those things I always felt like people. Yes, I think, it definitely does sell because it's $1 billion industry. But in addition to that, I feel like being that my mouth is so reckless and I really just don't care what people think about me, I'm like that perfect person to do it.
Absolutely.
Because I'm just very open. I'm very outspoken. It's just like, my cousins and my aunties, they gonna like probably roll their eyes at me, but this is kind of who I am. And I think just genuinely, like, I have to kind of still live in my truth. And
you do, and it is who you are.
Absolutely.
And you have to be who you are. That's it, you know.
Yes. And I was telling Norm, I was like, I had a whole bag of stuff to bring. I was gonna do a little demo in here, but you know what, I was rushing to get here, but it's all good though. But I thought we'll talk about it since it's Valentine's Day.
Right.
It's the love. So how's your Valentine's Day been?
Since I woke up this morning. Let me tell you. Okay, so
since you woke up this morning.
Yeah, since I woke up this morning. First of all, I woke up and I had a text message on my phone from my daughter. Hey, Mom, we got to be at the job at 12 o'clock because I have to go drop off XYZ. I'm like, okay. Then Kiara, Mom, how much was it again when we went to laser tag and stuff last night? Because my friends want to know. It's like, soon as you look at your phone, you got messages from your kids.
From the house.
In-house.
In
the house. You know, just in a different room or whatever. So, it's been busy. Then you got Kaylee, you know, you got Kenzu, you know, you got the boyfriend, but everything is cool. Smooth sailing. You know, probably do dinner later or whatever. Good. But, Valentine's Day is cool, but, like, after this, like, I got some clients.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like, Valentine's Day, if you do it right, it could be every day for you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
let's
like,
talk about that.
After that, I got, like, some clients. So, it's like, you know, let's get to the bag. And then, you know, we can always play later. We always play, you know? So
Absolutely.
Let's get to the bag. Yeah. But, shout out to everyone who really goes out
all
the way out for Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. Like Chanel bags.
Yeah, like the Chanel bags.
And rings and
all that. And all that. And, you know, some people might do it and just, like, you know, keep up with the Joneses. Some people might do it because they actually really do celebrate.
Right.
But then, you know, at Valentine's Day, prior to me having my business, it was cool. You know what I mean? Like, you go out to dinner or whatever. But, like, now with this, it's like
a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Speed is different. Absolutely.
Budgeting and, like, you know, Valentine's Day, females want to get their lashes done last minute. You know, a couple little fillings or something.
You know how that go because they want to look pretty.
Let me
tonight.
let you enjoy your night. Come see me.
Yeah,
come see me. So,
absolutely.
Cool, what you got planned though? And I'm loving that. Guys,
come on, baby mama.
My baby mother.
I gotta get a button
so
for you. What
beautiful.
you about to say?
She's so beautiful. When I walked in, I swear, I felt like I was looking at myself because we got the long black hair, we got the lashes, and she got on the Nicki Minaj pink lipstick.
Yeah, I got the matte. It is the matte.
Got the pink lipstick, and she knows so that's all it is. That's really all it is. Like when you're already naturally beautiful,
right.
You just add but you added the pink. Yeah. You know how I feel. Everything pink, like everything pink is Nicki Minaj.
Right. You're so crazy. You shake your brain. Everything's pink.
Everything's pink. Everything's Nicki Minaj. Everything's pink.
Shout out to Nick.
Yes.
And that baby.
Dark hair, pink lips, Nicki Minaj.
Shout out.
And that beautiful baby.
I feel like that baby looks
identical to her.
But I see the daddy in him so much, though.
Really?
I do see the daddy. I think like the shape of his, like where his eyes, like his symmetry to his face, it's like the daddy too. It's like he has a nice blend of both of them. I honestly say that.
He's definitely a little handsome fella.
Yes, he is.
I
He's
can't
a
wait to
handsome
meet him.
Ting. Yes, he is. But Valentine's Day for me, Chrissy Pooh, I feel like, and I'm so aggy because honestly, I think Valentine's Day is one of those days that people go all out and blah, 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 blah. But I just feel like love is love, right?
Right.
Like, love is love. Relationships are not easy. And I think, like, just as a culture, we should start, like, kind of just embracing our other halves just more on a daily basis.
Right.
Like, for instance, I'll give you an example.
Because today we could love and kiss and all that, and then tomorrow it's
be
not
hating each other and ripping the boots up you don't bought him. It's like, come on. So it's like, it's one of those things. Like for instance, like, my other half, he drives trucks or whatever. So it's like really like strenuous on his body, XYZ. So I was like, you know what? I get massages all the time. One of them taught me how to give massages. So I was like, I rubbed his ass down. I rubbed him down from head to toe last night, because, when you driving trucks, it really puts strain on your back and your bottom back muscles and all of that good stuff. So I got my eucalyptus oil and I got my, I had some olive oil and just had some stuff to put, little mixture stuff. And I just kind of rubbed him down and kind of just... That's the love that I showed him for Valentine's Day. If you ask me if I gave him a gift, no.
Affection is a gift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You are like showing him that, like, his hard work and duties are paying off.
Yes, and I want to take care of your health and your body.
Wanted that massage better than he probably wanted anything good.
If I don't keep his body in health right, guess what? He can't work. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of was like, for me, I stopped, was patient, took my time out, and just, gave him that. And I think that you can't really put a price on that, like wanting somebody to physically feel better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's kind of what we done thus far. Even with them kids, we went to the store today, and he a good dad. He be running course for that. Them girls be running circles around him.
Shout out to Big K.
Yes, Micaiah, to Harvey, Selah too. They be running circles around him.
And that's what's so dope. And that's what, that's what I really like. That's why I love in a man. That's where like a lot of respect comes.
Absolutely.
And that's what I actually said this morning to my boyfriend, because I said, it's not about gifts. If you buy this, if you buy that, but because you treat my kids as your own.
Absolutely.
It gets no better than that.
Nah,
there's
that's
nothing
priceless.
that could top that.
You can't put a price on that.
Whether it's a pair of Uggs or, come home with a whole bunch of candles or whatever, but just because you're like that with them, and I respect that.
Facts.
And I love that.
Absolutely.
And it's never going to change, regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just what it is, and that's what a man is. We ain't perfect.
We not perfect.
I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. I don't want to be perfect.
And relationships, it takes a lot. Like, it takes a lot to maintenance, girl. A lot. And I've been with him this year. Be 13 years. Like, I've been with that old me since I was 25. And I'll be like, you 49 and fine. You're not old, but older than me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Since I was 25 years old, that's like. That's more than a decade. That's a long time. So ups and downs like anybody else relationship, but I will say that love is love. And I kind of I'm so aggy, sis. I told myself I really if we didn't have this podcast, I think I would have been off of Facebook and Instagram. Like, I felt like I'm at a point and I feel like deactivating my stuff.
Well,
just because
to me, I feel like,
talk to me. What you think about that, sis?
If it wasn't for my lashes and my tea, I really wouldn't be on social media.
Well, I'm about to give you Bobby's cute account.
It's just like, it's not the way it used to be, and now it's more so everyone is kind of like in not so much competition.
No,
but it's
say
like
it.
You're trying to like
it
be
is.
in competition, and people, it's like what you could buy, what you can wear, who could, bought their kids these Jordans. It's just like social
The
media
values
isn't,
is
it's just not the same. So I figure I go on and I promote my business, whether it's my Tava tea or whether it's the lashes, you know what I'm saying, or Mommy's Keeping It Cute podcast. But other than that, if it wasn't any of those, I probably wouldn't even be on social media. For what?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like today when I woke up, and shout out to my cousin, she got engaged.
Ooh.
Nadine Morales got engaged to that tall chocolate man from Bergen County. But I think for me, sometimes when it comes to healing yourself or working on yourself, social media is a very huge distraction for me. Because it's like, then I'll see some like F-boy shit. And I just be like, oh, like this is like, maybe if I know a person personally and then I see them what they presenting and what they projecting, like that's not even really you.
Yeah.
Then I get pissed off. And then I call my man, like, I just hate people. I just can't stand people because this is not real. And it's just like, it triggers me a little bit. It triggers me.
It can.
And not that I'm checking on everybody else's life. It's just like, sometimes.
But when you know people,
it's just like.
outside of social media and then you see certain things,
child,
you be like, really?
Girl.
And then when you talk to them, like, in real life, you just kind of be like, really? Like, you're whack. Goofy.
Doing
all the goofy shit.
What's the new word that my daughter used? You're such a doink. They're doinks. Doinky doinks.
Girl, God, just pray for them. That's why it's
exactly.
Like, if I'm not doing something with my lashes or
business or oriented type of thing.
Something like that.
But it's all.
We had a whole bunch of pictures I could have posted for the birthday. When you look at your phone and you think about all the stuff that you could post, it's just like you barely, if it has no purpose, like what's the point? But still, to each his own. Some people get their self-esteem off of social media.
Absolutely.
They have to get that validation. You know what I'm saying?
Have a certain amount of viewers on their stories.
They have to get that cap. They have to get that. Yeah, do this. You looking good, but like if you already know that, you could just put it up because you want to. But like, if you need, you know what I'm saying, if you need that extra boost, go ahead. Let social media boost you up. Because when you get off of social media and you actually look at yourself without the Photoshop and all that, and you're butt naked in the mirror
with no filters,
right? With
no lashes on,
right? You
yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Let's get back to the essence.
I don't mind posting me my little itty bitty lashes. I've been wearing lashes since 2010. I probably got 5 lashes on, but I got 100 and about 200 on right now.
Yeah,
because I put them on. But like, you guys, you know what I'm saying? But like, be real.
Right, exactly. So I feel like, like no hate. It's like it's no hate. It's nothing but love. But in the same token, I just feel like social media could be a really silent barrier to really just getting in tune with yourself. You know what I mean? Because I feel like as a human being, like you can't help but like judge or help but compare because those are like human behavioral instincts. Like even if you're not a hater, and you may not honestly on Girl Scout Honor not be a hater, but then you'll become one because you want social media. I don't like how it makes me. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I told, and if you seen the last week, I wasn't really posting. I do stories, honey. Girl, I have stories.
It be 3-4 o'clock in the morning, I'm being tagged or something. I'm like, ain't nobody supposed to see me.
Yeah. So, just kind of being a little laid back, just getting back in tune with myself and just getting my life in order. Because, big things is about to happen. Like, just big things in my life. And I just want to make sure, like, I'm just in order. And everything.
But it could be a big distraction.
It can
but
be.
It could be a distraction, but you could also use it to utilize you on what you want to go on.
Absolutely.
Like I go and I could go on a whole bunch. Like right now, if I look at my search bar, it's nothing but different lash checks, different lash people, different video. What is it? Reels or reels?
Reels, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all that. Like before, it used to be I could follow people who was beefing.
Like Shade Room.
You know what I'm saying? Shade Room who was beefing and Nah, it's just
Absolutely.
like I'm trying to get to where the bag is
where
at.
the queen is, the
Right.
queen.
Right. So.
Right. Well, good for you, baby mama.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. So I guess I wanted to talk about sex enhancers tonight. Well, today, because I felt like, enhancing like the bedroom. Like what do you feel about just kind of like sex toys or adult enhancers? Like, what's your take on that?
I don't have anything against them.
Okay.
I have nothing against sex toys, enhancers. I'm not really with the gels and all that and the feeling hot, because I just think that's so corny. But that's me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people do like the warming KY and all the K, whatever it's called, and all that. But like, no. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like for the toys, it's just like, yeah, the toys are dope. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I would never. I actually had a toy party a couple years ago.
Have you?
You know.
All right.
So the toy parties are cool. Mm-hmm. So whether you use them by yourself or with someone, it's fun. It's different. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Some people like them. Some people don't.
Yeah. So. Absolutely. And I feel like sex toys, for me, it's like a positive thing in life that God gave the people to have them enough intelligence to even make it, right? Because I feel like, believe it or not, like, because sexual health is a part of our entire health, right? So like orgasms, like, and this kind of could go back to biology and anatomy class. Like, you have an orgasm, it's almost like the dopamines and all these good serotonin hormones, it's like your brain actually releases these positive hormones, and that's why the climax will feel so good, and not just in the moment, afterwards. Be like, it's almost like having a drink, smoking a cigarette, smoking a blunt. Like, it's almost
like a feeling of relief.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I never understood that during a climax, or I never understood, even if you don't put in that much work, your climax, whatever, why is it just like catching your breath? Like, it's just so breathtaking.
It's
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. It's like, you could just be, because like once it happens, it's just like, afterwards it's like you just can't, you can't do anything but just like lay there. Like,
but think about it, like all right, and it's so funny because the vagina, right? The clitoris that we have as females, right? When we was in the womb, a clitoris and a penis was the same thing until the baby transitioned into being a male or a female. So boom, like, so the same thing that like a penis does and retains that blood, and it'll get erect, and you have the blood like pushing through the penis and everything like that. The same thing happens to females too. Because at one point, before the sex was determined, before we said, okay, that was going to be a baby boy or a girl, that thing was the same thing.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
It was the same thing.
Right.
Girls it grew in, and the boys just stayed out. But the clit and the penis is the same thing. So just like a guy, like when he will come to for a climax, the toes are shake. I didn't see some crazy... I done seen some crazy reactions, right? I seen eyes roll back. I seen men climax like, okay, physically they're done, but internally they're not done until like 5 minutes after, right? Because then it'd be like, oh, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Don't touch me, right? Because like, I think it's just so powerful, and back to like biology, like fight versus flight, right? All of that adrenaline rushing and all the hormones and all the things that our brain is doing, it literally, your body don't know, am I like having a climax or am I like running a marathon? Right. Like, your body just don't know like what's happening.
And it takes you a while to like catch your breath.
Absolutely.
And everything. So
so it literally takes your breath away.
Right. So back to those enhancers and those toys. Yeah. If you're just having regular intimacy with you and your mate, can you imagine what the toys do?
It definitely will.
You might die, sis.
You might die. Who got a policy? Yeah. Who's a beneficiary?
Yeah. Who got that bread?
But I think, because sex is sex. But like, if you're with a person a long time, it's easy. Like, I think it's human nature, and I'm be open to say it. See, this is what makes Fatima. Sometimes you'll get tired of it. Think about it. If you've been in a relationship for 10, 15, 20 years, come on. Like, you know what this person is going to do. You know what this person is capable of doing. And I think that's the whole thing of enhancer.
And like, when you know that no one could top you.
Yeah.
You just keep on going.
That's it.
And then another 10, 15, 20 years on.
Just add some things to it to spice it up. And it may be enhancers. It might be other things too. You know what I mean? But I think enhancers are healthy. Yeah. They're healthy. But you know the flip side to it though, sis. I was talking to my girl about 2 weeks ago. She was just explaining to me that she's open to it and she's into it. Yet her dude doesn't like it. And you know, and I was like, you know, I like to get into the psychology of things. I think some men egos get in the way of them participating with adult enhancers. Like, facts. And I think like the scenario that popped up in my head, like, say if you got a dude, now if your female wants to introduce something new, like, what you need that for? Like, we're good. Like, I'm not satisfying you. Like, you know what I mean?
Not even
is there something that. Like you want to tell me? Like,
right. And it's nothing even. It's not even about that. But as a female, that is female stuff to do. You
Absolutely.
know, having the toys on. So it's just like, but some men are with it, some men aren't. You know, and you could, and some people, like some females would say, "Oh, I know my man went in," but you really don't know unless you introduce it to him.
Communication.
Because he probably never said nothing about it because he might feel like if I mention this to her about toys, she gonna be like, who would you have a toy with? But if she mentioned it to him, she could also feel like he gonna be like, oh, like you was
right. And I think that ego, that kind of pride, and I think, yes, communication is everything. Sex parties are dope too. Like, I've seen and witnessed kind of hands-on kind of sex parties, like where a person may have products, demoing the products, like showing them not just girls being in, but actually partners, because there's legit toys out there that's for both partners, you know, not just the female or not just the male. And I think once people kind of understand the various toys out there, I think life will be better in the bedroom. Right. I think so too. Right. Absolutely.
And how important is intimacy in a relationship?
Very much so.
Because some people think that it's everything in a relationship. Some people think like it's really nothing in a relationship.
Me, sex or intimacy? Which one?
Sex. I'm gonna say sex. Okay. Intimacy could be anything.
Different. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say sex. Some people could say that like sex is everything in a relationship. Sex is like more than half of the relationship.
Baby
some
mama,
people,
1 to
relationship
10
is based on that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
1 to 10.
Like,
where does that fall in yours? In your just life? Like, where do you see the importance of sex?
It's
1
important.
to 10.
It's important. So I'm gonna say
give it a
1
number.
to 10, it's like 8.
It's like 8. Okay. It's fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie and say that it's like a 2 or no. It's important. You know, it's
Absolutely.
a feeling. It's a feeling. You know, so you want to have that feeling. So it is important. But it's not like some people who have to just like that's it. It's just that, and then they want to like just watch the porn. They want to just like
very sexual, girl.
Very, you know what I'm saying? Like
let's profile them.
Yeah, like this. That is just so disgusting.
They're called hypersexual people.
Yeah,
they come out the womb.
Nymphos too? Yeah, is that part of it? Yeah,
AKA
nympho.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, and that's another thing that you see on.
That's a turn off for me.
That's another thing you see on social
turn off.
Media. Like one of my homegirls actually said that she was talking to someone or whatever, and she had just like started talking to him, and he was already talking he was already talking about, sex and all this, and I'm like,
send pictures and stuff. That's so annoying to me. That's annoying.
Yeah, like who just sends people pictures?
No, who raised you, sir?
Yeah, like, and that's just like corny, and it's just like, no.
Right.
And then I told her, I'm like, don't even waste your time, because if it's bad and you got to add that body to you,
right. It's my thing is because you got people out there that's wired that way. Some people are really sexual, which I don't bash them like that. Some people are that biologically just wired that way. Mm-hmm. My thing is, if that's how you are, you gotta find a partner that's the same way too. Because I feel like if you hypersexual and then you trying to make life or make house with somebody that is more so emotional. See, I arouse me emotionally.
So does that mean
I want to be aroused psychologically?
Yeah.
And I want to say the F bomb. F my brain. Mm-hmm. Make me think.
Yeah.
Make me struggle up here or exercise my brain so I could just be a little sharper. That's really arousing for me when I meet somebody that can teach me things that I didn't know yesterday.
Yeah.
Ooh. Talk about money.
Yeah.
Talk about mutual funds and stuff.
Right. Stocks and
like money literally makes me.
Yeah. As it should. Nobody wants to wet, with dry,
Yeah, heart and bubble gum. Like we don't want that.
Because after we do what we do, and you're feeling good, and I'm feeling good, now what?
Exactly.
So
I think emotionally, like for me, sex for me, like on a 1 to 10, I would say honestly, Chris, I could be like, let's say, maybe a 6. Mm-hmm. And I say a 6 because masturbation is something that I utilize often. Mm-hmm. So it's like, because my guy is on a roll most of the week anyway. Mm-hmm. So like,
yeah.
Or like a toy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think just like that part of it is not really like arousing to me. Mm-hmm. And quite frankly, like, my friends, I have friends out there, blah, 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 whatever. Like, take me out, show me some things. Let's go to a gallery. Let's go to a museum. Like, stuff like that. It's like the sex is not like a go-to for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I said how important is it? Because for some people it's super important. Some people it's not important, but hey, this is what we gonna have some. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's some people who just are like, no, it's not really a big deal. But I look at some people who are in relationships and like, you have to do what works for you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And nobody is to judge anyone on how they feel about it. But like you said, like whether it's masturbation, whether it's this, like whatever you do to please yourself, it's cool, because either way you're gonna be out of breath. It doesn't matter toy, finger, shower head, you're gonna be out of breath.
And then we were born alone and we're gonna die alone.
Absolutely.
So I feel like you gotta do what makes you comfortable.
Been on this earth for 39 years, and I do know that you're born alone, die alone. And whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it.
Facts.
Whether
and not feel compelled to do it for someone else too.
Right.
Because I've been in that situation where, lifestyle parties or polygamy or just kind of dabbling in that lifestyle. And I don't knock it at all. Good people, y'all could call up 646-233-1302.
Yes, please call up.
Please call up.
I know that. What do some of the comments say? Because we haven't read any comments, and I can't read them on.
Not really comments on Facebook. It's folks are just watching.
Oh, those are
Facebook,
watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I don't judge. Hey, you wanna lifestyle parties? I mean, swinger parties. You call them what you call them. I've been to some before, and it's like cool. Like, okay, like I've legit been to swinger parties where I was just sitting in the corner with my little.
I'm like, it's empty, y'all. I've been empty.
Sitting there with my little lingerie on, drinking my little drink in the corner and not felt pressure to do anything. I was just there watching. Because some folks are just, like, watching others have sex is arousing to some folks, too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Been approached very respectfully. Hey, like, what are you doing? Like, who you here with? Like, oh, I'm here with him. Like, we're good. You know, just different stuff. But I feel like I was always at the point I felt like I had to stay true to me and never compromise myself just because my partner may have wanted to do something or whatever the case may be. So I think different strokes for different folks, you know, most definitely.
And that's why I say different strokes for different. Whatever, do what works for you.
Absolutely.
Not anybody else. Do what works for you. Do what you're comfortable with. Like, don't what's the word? Like, don't double down on your own self.
Compromise.
You know what I mean? Don't compromise for anything. It doesn't matter who it is. It's like I made a decision to do my first podcast, Savage Podcast. Whatever was going to be said on there was going to be said, whether you liked it or not, whether it was family or friends. It's a podcast. You don't have to watch it. You understand? Mommy's Keeping It Cute. We have episodes that we're talking to business people, real estate, women who have their bodies done, rappers, dads. Dads. We're talking to all, and now we're talking about sex, masturbation, what makes you feel good, climax, and all that.
Absolutely.
And if you don't like it, you don't have to listen. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go through life like just, I don't know, walking in someone else's shadow. Does that sound right?
Walking in someone,
or you can't just like,
or just
be hesitant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We know our moms is probably watching and listening. Listen,
my mother probably,
she
probably got her. You know, she got her little card now. She probably in Brooklyn. Look, she ain't go home last night. She in Brooklyn. Somewhere with her little oil sitting somewhere. Like
right.
You know.
Oh, I think all the our elders, they getting guards.
Oh, they all got one for their backs and their knees and their ankles.
Everything hurting.
Child.
Fingers, ears hurting.
Child.
They bubble gum.
They out here legit as hell in these streets.
Hell yeah.
And they legit.
They legit. That's one thing about it. Shout out to the dispensary. Yep. They legit. You ain't got to worry about nobody, moms or dads calling talking about something about to catch a charge.
Absolutely. And that's why, like, I really appreciate this show. Like, just a platform to talk about things, you know what I mean? Whether they're taboo, but I feel like it's always relevant, though. Like,
because we're relevant.
Sex is one of those things, like, yo, you know how many people went through life, like, tiptoeing around it? Like, no.
Yeah.
You know, those are the conversations, like, my oldest daughter, like, we have those conversations.
Yeah, you have to.
Like, mommy, like,
I didn't have those conversations with my mom.
Right. And
I never had conversations with my mom as far as sex. I wasn't told the birds and the bees. And, you know, not saying anything, but my mom probably wasn't talked to either.
Right.
And my grandmother probably wasn't talked to, you know what I mean? But
and I think
it
it's
stopped
a culture.
at me because I'm all up in my kid's ass.
Yeah.
Tonight, Kara, we always talk. You know, we talk about it all. You know, and that's just the way. Even my son, we talk about it. Well, I had a conversation with my son when he was 16. I'll never forget, and it made him feel uncomfortable. But I wanted you to feel uncomfortable to let you know that the way I'm talking, you can talk to me about anything.
Right, absolutely.
You don't have to just talk to me. You want to play basketball, football, go to you don't have to just talk to me about that. You could get down to the nitty gritty. So me seeing him being a little uncomfortable, and I let him know, like, you know, you have to make sure you go to the doctors. Men get tested too.
Absolutely.
STDs, HIV, syphilis,
and oral sex.
That.
And oral sex is not safe sex.
Right.
And that's one. That's
that
one
too.
That the oral sex conversation with the kids, like, and that's what I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's so important, Chris. And I feel like as mothers, like, I feel like that's why I felt like I wanted to do this topic today because it's Valentine's Day too. But as mothers, and we having children that are of age to reproduce, right? Like, yes, it's a relevant conversation.
It is. And I always, you know, when I had that conversation with my son, and I saw that he was uncomfortable, I was okay with him being uncomfortable because his dad wasn't home yet to have that conversation with him. You know what I mean? So it's certain things that go on with you that, you know, are a little different.
Yeah.
You know, you have hair growing different places, and it's just like you have to keep yourself clean and stuff. So it's pretty dope.
Sex education.
And even now when I talk to him sometimes, whether I talk to him on FaceTime or call him or shoot him a text, and I'm just like, yo, like, what's good with you? You know, we have conversations because, you know, we have beautiful kids. Mm-hmm. So those other kids that don't know better are out there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they can use our kids. You know, we have to make sure that they're on top of their shit.
They're on point. You know, we got to educate them.
Because there's people out there that will try to use you.
Absolutely.
Like I tell my son, I don't care if a female says that she on birth control or whatever. Nope, you still protect yourself.
Absolutely. Because AIDS is still out there.
Yeah,
like,
I know that because that doesn't protect against like STDs or. Okay, good.
All right, Cam. Yeah, good job, Cam. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's real good.
And then
anybody come to my doorstep, just go file the papers because I need that test.
Absolutely. And just that conversation, you so crazy.
I got that son.
Like, you know, just that natural sexual exploring stage. Kids explore.
Right.
When they puberty dropped down, and like I remember, and people would laugh at me, but this is the only way that I could describe it. When I was in middle school, my vagina was popping like a firecracker. It was itching, and not itching because it was infected with anything. That's what puberty does. Like the sexual drive and just what your body goes through. So it's like if we don't educate our children with that, they won't know how to properly go about just interacting with other kids. Like, hey, all right, you could like this person because, like, my middle daughter, she's 12. She got a little boyfriend. You call him what you want to call him. He's a pandemic boyfriend. You haven't seen this boy for the last 11 months. You call him what you want to call him, right? But it's like, you know, none of that kissing and none of that, you know, like those things I feel like it's so uncomfortable for us to talk about, but it's relevant because if we don't talk about it, therefore the kids won't know about it.
Right.
So we have to talk about it.
Even my sister
normalize it. And normalize it. Because I feel like the older generation is like, oh, you know what? It's so awkward. They don't want to talk about that. And I just feel like if somebody had those conversations with me earlier, I would have been able to make a little bit more, better informed decision on how I move.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to look for love in all the wrong places, look like something else. But if I had somebody sit down and be like, yo, you know, I know you feeling like this and I know it's itching, but keep it closed.
Right.
There's other ways to be loved or feel or feel something good besides the sex part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Stuff like that.
Stuff like that.
So, you know, it's all good, baby mama.
I'm
we
happy
here.
that our kids, we definitely talk about
to that
it.
Empty cup.
I know. Norm, I'm empty. And I haven't had wine in so long.
Have you?
Nope,
How's the massages been going?
Oh, and shout out to my lady.
Talk about your lady.
Jessica, my Colombian lady
Jessica.
in Highland Park. I go to her for my body contouring sessions.
Hey.
I actually started a week and a half ago.
Good.
I actually started about a week and a half ago with my sessions. And last Saturday, I actually started my detox. And this is my first drink with my wine. Because I love wine. I haven't had wine.
Okay.
I love beer. I know. My baby mama, she hates the fact that I love beer, but I love beer, and I haven't had that. Now I'm with my Trulies. You know, I'd rather my Trulies instead of the beer.
That is very smart,
right?
So the Trulies got like a little bit. It got a little bit of sugar. Content,
just a little bit, very little carbs.
Yes,
and it works for you. You know what I mean? So,
my mother drank them like Gatorade.
Yeah, and they are delicious. So shout out to my body contouring lady. I actually went for my carbon therapy.
Okay,
I guess that's what they call it here. The carbon therapy, the meth shots. I went and got my my shots, so on my shots in my stomach and on my sides. I have some bruises, but I'm okay.
That's okay.
And I stepped
it's
on.
Okay.
Right. So, and I actually last week I weighed myself Saturday morning. Yesterday I weighed myself in the morning, and I'm 5.5 pounds down.
Facts.
So I mean, it's really dope because, like I said, I'm scared of surgery. So I said I'm gonna do this because I have my real life testimony.
Aww.
My homegirl who went through the whole journey of the body contouring. For those who are nervous or
about surgery,
what is it? The non-invasive.
But I feel like, girl, but that's what I felt.
And she keeps trying to tell me that once I do.
But I felt that too. But honey, once you I'm trying to tell you, once you get the results that you want from the non-invasive, you're gonna be like, well, shit,
take this off.
I'm gonna go put this in the garbage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though.
Right.
Because it's your process. It's your process. But I'm
glad.
I'm glad that you started the body contouring because it
As soon as I got my shots, as soon as I left and I got home and I got my shots, I called Peachy Poo. She was the first person. I was like, yo, these shots, the lady. Thank you, Jessica. Her name is hands_spot_ on Instagram. She's really dope.
That's dope.
I called Peachy Poo and I'm like, I got them shots. And she was ecstatic. Lord, she was so happy. I said, well, you ain't tell me that they were going to hurt like this.
Beauty hurts.
And I'm like, they did it 10, 10, and 10. And then, including the size. And I'm like, damn, even when I put my bra down a little bit, it's still a little sore or whatever. Because I got a little bruising. But that's what you, to get pressure, to where you want to be.
They say pressure plus pipes.
Right. So I called her and I told her, and I'm like, yo, why didn't you tell me that the shit was gonna hurt like this?
Like, you know my heart when you call me. Like, you know my heart, because I feel like that process needs a support. Like, it needs a support to somebody to bounce things off
and
of.
to know that
it's okay.
You went through it and it's okay.
It's okay.
I felt this too. It's it's really dope. You know? So
absolutely. Health is wealth, ladies. When you look good, you feel good.
Right. So you have to take care of the outside and you have to take care of the inside.
Yes, ma'am. And so next week we gonna come back at you guys at 7. I'm gonna be virtual for the next probably 5 weeks, girl.
Yes.
Next 5 weeks. Sitting on my booty pillow, but we out here.
Yeah, Peachy Poo. We're gonna be out here. We're gonna be virtual. We still gonna keep it moving. We didn't get into the Super Bowl, which is fine because I barely watched it because at the 49ers.
The dream. I mean, not the dream, the weekend.
The weekend.
I fell asleep after him. I was on the couch. I was tired.
Yeah, I don't even know if I even watched them. I probably did. I don't even know.
But her and Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine's album, y'all, ladies, fellas. Jasmine's album is something to listen to.
Every time I look at her, I think of you.
Really?
Y'all got similar West Indian features. I don't care.
I love her.
Y'all great grandmas was from the same part of Jamaica. Right.
I love her.
Absolutely.
And then with this album coming back, because she's
healed
herself. Like, she just was talking that shit.
She and it just looks like she put that self-love. Like, it looked like she take care of herself.
Right.
She eat well.
Right.
She take care of her body. She looks beautiful.
Because what you put in is going to come out.
Absolutely.
So you put shit in, it's going to come out. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, y'all. Check us out each and every Sunday. Check us out each and every Sunday. Mommy's Keeping It Cute. Yes. Christy and Peachy Poo. Today we did a little early, but usually we at 7 p.m. Whether it's virtual, whether we here. Yes. Just know we always around. Absolutely. Follow us on Instagram, Mommy's Keeping It Cute. We also have a like page on Facebook, Mommy's Keeping It Cute. I sent out a couple of invites to everyone, so y'all could go ahead and accept it, and just go on our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube page, and just rock with us. Definitely just know that our sponsorship packages will be out sooner than later. Yes, they will.
New year, new things, new vision.
Right, we have a lot of new things coming through, especially the packages and getting the sponsors, and
getting it
support
structured.
Those who support you, and let's just get this thing rocking.
Yes. All right, baby mama. I'm over here. I don't know where the producer went, the owner of the studio went, but we still
took
live.
That wine.
Mr. Producer. He not.
Which one is it?
I think it's maybe this one. But in the live. Okay, in the live. In the live. Love y'all.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sick. I'm just sick of his ass now. That's funny.
Yo, I'm trying to figure out
that hat is like a ghost.
Right.
It's like a ghost look.
Oh shit, we still live.
No, we not live now. We can't be.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. Fuck. In video. Yes. Sick of him.
Norm, get up here right now, Norm.
If you end this video now, you'll be able to choose if you want to stay or
so
leave
let's
it.
do that.
End it.
Oh, it's ended now.
Live video ended. Sick of him. He can hear me too.
Yeah, he's.
But that's the same thing that happened when I had that platinum wig on. I look like Casper the Ghost. I kept going in and out with that platinum wig.
Which one?
That's the show we did before with the wig on it. I think because the wig had like a tint of green in it. Is there green in it? I don't know though.
I don't see it.
It's not though. But when it's bouncing
You see me, Norm? I don't see no green.
It's green on it though.
Yeah, it look like it's. I don't have no green.
It's bouncing. Yeah.
That's why I tell people stay away from bluish.
That's okay. You still look pretty.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we good.
Yeah, because when that serotonin start getting good.
Yeah. She said it takes my breath away. It takes my breath away.
All right, Norm. Thank you.
Take my breath. That might be a name. Cause I'm
Sam Peachy Poosa next Sunday. Where you gonna be at?
in the Dominican Republic.
When you leave?
7 in the morning.
Next Sunday?
Out of here.
Oh.
Yes, me and so I'll be virtual.
You better get that good internet package.
Yes, I am.
Out there.
I know. I'm gonna get my I'm gonna get my boyfriend gonna make sure I have like the package like when you leave the country, but where I'm staying I got Wi-Fi too. But I think my phone is going to have better reception than my laptop. But I'm gonna bring both though. I'm gonna be good. I'm actually about to go to Best Buy and buy a laptop right now. But the kids broke mine. Yeah.
Oh, good?
Yeah.
You know they got some at Costco too.
A HP.
How much?
It's under 300. It's like two. Like two and
Yeah, but all right. If you're gonna get one, make sure it's not an AMD processor.
change.
I know because I'm the AMD processor.
So
Is this one a good one?
is it AMD processor is a brand or is a
It's probably a Celeron. It's probably gonna say Intel Celeron. That's Celeron. Garbage.
Celeron? Don't get Celeron.
AMD.
Garbage.
Garbage.
So which one would you
You want
recommend?
at least an i5 or i7. Bottom line, i3. Right? Those are the older ones that say just ask them what type of process. Even
What
you gotta call
type
me
of
just if you
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm about to buy
Oh,
right
that's what my
now.
son just said. He
About to
said
buy
only
right-
go for processors i5 and up. And instead of hard drives, use solid state drives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my mom was trying to get me to get this one.
Yeah.
She was trying to get me to get this one, my mom.
We're gonna take the Intel,
And
right?
that's what my son, that's from Costco, and that's what my son was like, no, get the i5 or whatever it is.
So I have to ask them about the processing.
This is an i3. This is an i3.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay for i3.
i5 and up.
And it depends on what you're into. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're into video and graphics and stuff like that, you want an i5 and up. i3, if you're just doing basic, talking to people, doing some office work, basic shit,
I agree with that.
i3 is cool. But you want an i5 and up. You're not getting an don't have to get the solid
Let me
state.
see how
But
much
you don't have to
credit
get
I
the
got
solid
on this
state.
damn card. Because I'm not paying cash.
You don't get a solid state driver this year. Like,
Oh, okay.
When you need it by?
Like today.
You need it today.
Yeah. Like today, because I got my invoices for my job due tomorrow.
At least get something that's not gonna break. But you ain't gotta have the solid. I know what your son's saying about the solid state car drive. Car drive. They durable. They durable, last long, whatever. But I have a regular terabyte one from my Dell, whatever. My Dell is rock.
Really?
Solid.
And
Yeah.
how much did you pay for it?
That's what I'm saying. I got paid. Honestly, I paid. I got a top of the line. I paid like $500.
Oh, really?
Top of the line. So.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying. I had a customized. This company. I go through Dell refurbished. Got great stuff. That's why I got my DJ computer. You actually can get one for like 400. You actually can get one for the lower end i5s, i7s. Yeah, I've seen it. Oh, go ahead.
it's going to be for $300.